everyone, and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and today we're going to make this headband that I'm wearing. It's simple, quick, and easy, and you'll want to make one in every color. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'll be right back. So we'll need to have a number 6 bulky. This is the Lion brand Thick and Quick Wool Ease. If you don't have a number 6, you could also use 3 strands of worsted weight yarn. You will need a pair of scissors. You will need a yarn needle. And of course, a crochet hook. And I'm using a 9mm, which is a letter M or N. You won't need very much yarn, and I'll be working out of this scrap ball here. So what we need to do is we need to leave a nice long tail, because the way that we're working this headband is we'll have a long chain, then we'll get to the main section of our headband, and then we'll end off with a long chain. And so we want to be able to weave our end directly into our headband. So we need to have a nice long tail so that it'll be able to reach there where we can weave it in. So just about 10 to 12 inches. And so I'm going to go ahead and make my slip knot. And since we're using a long chain, you want to be extra careful that you're not chaining with your tail. So you just want to put your tail off to the back and make sure your yarn that you're working with is coming from your ball of yarn. So once you have all that set, you want to go ahead and chain up 33 chains. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 33 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So now that I have my 33 chains, I'm going to go ahead and count 3 chains from my hook. So I'm turning it on the back side of my chain. So if you look, the front side has that V, that nice V there, and then the back side has those bumps. We're going to turn our chain over and look for the 3rd bump down from our hook. 1, 2, 3. And you want to yarn over, insert your hook into the back bump, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And now you're going to pull through that loop like a chain 1. So you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And that we just made a foundation double crochet. And we're going to keep going in that same manner. So we need to yarn over, and we're going to insert our hook into the chain of our loop. So we want to find the front loop and the back loop of the chain we just made. So right in there, and we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over and make a chain. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that's what it looks like so far. So this bottom is the chain that we're making. And so we're making our chains as we're doing our double crochets across. And that is called the foundation double crochet. So you want to yarn over, and you want to go through that bottom chain, both loops, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you want to make a chain, so you just pull through that bottom loop, and then you want to pull through 2 and pull through 2, just like that. And so now you want to yarn over and insert your hook into the bottom chain, both loops, yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over and make a chain. Then you want to yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. I'm going to show you guys one more. So you want to yarn over, insert your hook into the bottom chain, You want to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and make a chain, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And you want to keep going in this manner until what you're going to do is you're going to try this on your head, and you want to make sure that all of your foundation crochet, double crochets are covering the front of your head to just barely touching the back. So you don't want it to go all the way around to meet, but you do want it to be just about there, maybe leaving a 2 to 3 inch gap. Maybe, yeah, about 3-inch gap before they touch. And so once you have it as long as you need it, then I'll come back and I'll show you what to do next. So I'm going to go ahead and continue mine until it's about a 3-inch gap from meeting at the back of my head. Once I wrap it around the front, we're not counting this chain. This chain is just going to tie it up so it's nice and secure. We want to make sure that this part here, the main part of the headband, we want to make sure when that is about a 3-inch gap from meeting at the back, then we're finished. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll come back and I'll give you a measurement of mine to show you how long I made mine. So I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So I did a total of 25 of the foundation double crochets that I showed you earlier. And I measured it and it's about 13.5 inches. So you don't want it to go all the way around your head for this headband, because you're going to end up tying it with the chains on either end. So now that you have your number of stitches to go around your size head, for me, like I said, it was 25 and then it was 13 inches long, or 13.5. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch down here along the side so that my chain can end up on the end just like the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick a spot and slip stitch just so that I can get the working yarn at the bottom just like it is on the other side. So it takes me about 3 to get down there, and now I'm just going to go ahead and chain up 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So now what you want to do is you want to grab out another long tail, just long enough so that it can reach back to your headband. You're going to weave it through your chain and reach back into the headband so that you can secure it nice and neat without it falling out too easily. So I'm just going to measure it like that, run it up my chain, and then I'm just going to cut there. Okay. And that didn't take much yarn at all because I still have all of this left. So it's a great project for your scraps to use up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the yarn all the way through and tighten that up. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my yarn needle and thread the yarn through. And then I'm just going to go ahead through these back bumps and weave it all the way up my chain. So I'm just kind of going like in an S back and forth. And you do want to make sure you pull that nice and tight. Not too tight, but just so that it's nice and evenly going all the way up the chain. You don't want any spots that are too bulky, and you don't want any ends popping out, so you just want to make sure you give it a little tug and keep working it in that same way all the way up. Just back and forth through those back bumps. Makes it really nice and easy to go through. Okay, so you guys get the idea of that. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way up my chain, and when I get there, I'll meet you back to show you how to weave it in here. I'll be right back. And I'm back, and I've made it all the way up my chain with my yarn. And so now we need to weave this in, but we want to do it at the back. So if you notice, we have this nice clean edge here, and if you flip it over, then you'll see these little edges here, like the little bumps at the back of the chain. So that shows us that this is the back of our work. So we want to go ahead and flip it to the back side so that we can see those bumps, and then we're going to go ahead and weave in our end on the back side of our work. So I like to just go right down through, and sometimes I even split the yarn just so that it can catch. And you want to go through a couple different directions. So now I'm going to go back down again, and then I'll turn and go this way, and I'll split that yarn there just so it can catch. And I'm going to rethread that because I'm not quite done yet. And then I'll just go ahead and go back this way a few stitches. And come up this way. You just want to make sure you can go in a few different directions so that it's not so easy to pull out as you're wearing your headband and washing. So I think that's pretty good. I'm going to just pull that out, and then I'm going to give it a nice tug so that it has room to stretch. And I'm just going to snip off that little bit there. Okay, and then you just have to do the same thing to the other side. I've already got my other tail all the way up my chain, so I just need to weave it in on the back side, and then I'll have my finished headband. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay everyone, and I am back, and as you can see, I finished my headband, and so this is what it looks like. And then here is the back. So it doesn't all close all the way in the back, and I just like that little detail. And it was really quick and simple and easy, so I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.